Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Monday evening. Hope you had a lovely weekend and you're looking forward to a nice week ahead. Our theme today is being grounded. So let's spend some time just connecting ourselves with our environment, with the earth, and being grounded, anchoring ourselves. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. And don't forget to let us know when you've completed the practice so we can add all of you who get 4 practices in during the month to our roll of honour. So let us begin by lying down. And lie with your knees bent and your feet shoulder width apart. If you have a ponytail or a little narrow book, you could put it underneath your head just to lift it just a tiny bit up, which will just help to lengthen the neck. And then close your eyes. And begin to slow down. Let go of your day and everything that's going on in your life. For the next hour, you have no roles, no responsibilities, no labels, nothing to do but spend this time connecting your body with your mind through your breath. And as you lie here, become aware of the connection of the soles of your feet with the ground. Noticing how it feels. Noticing where your foot is more connected or less connected. And then notice the back of your pelvis, the base of your spine, and its connection with the earth. Feeling yourself supported here. Notice your upper back, your shoulder blades, the top half of your spine, and how you're connected to the earth. The back of your head, how it's supported here, held. Notice your arms and your hands. The security of them just being here, connected to the earth. And let your attention go to the movement of your breath on the back of your body against the mat. how the connection changes with your breath. And keeping that focus on your breath, inhaling into your belly, counting for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause, 2, 3, 4, and inhale, 2, 3, 4. Continuing to count in your own time. Nice, long, slow, deliberate breaths. And then when you're ready, lift the feet up off the mat and hug the knees into the chest. Noticing how the dynamic of the interaction with your back and the mat changes as you hug the knees in. And then releasing the knees, let's just raise the legs up and begin to cycle with the legs. Just letting them warm up. And keeping it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging the knees back into the chest. Circle the ankles. First in one direction and then in the other. And letting those feet come down onto the mat with the arms just almost like we have wings, that the arms come around and up, touching over the head, and draw them back down by your sides. And again, bringing them up behind the head and all the way down. And once more. And bringing them back by your side, rolling over onto your side, make your way up to sit. And if you have a block or a book and you like to sit on it, do. And sitting with your legs crossed in a nice easy pose, sitting up nice and tall. And just focusing in on your seat bones, equal weight on both seat bones. And sitting up tall from here, allow the spine to open up nice and long, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Let's take 3 breaths here. And then let the left hand come down onto the mat, raising the right arm up past your ear. And let's take a bend to the left. Looking up and out with your chest so that your shoulders remain in a nice straight line. and taking that over to the other side. And back to the center. Let's take a nice twist now. So we're going to just, remember, twist from the belly button so the whole of the upper body turns for the twist. Inhaling, feeling the spine lengthen here, and as you exhale, deepen that twist. And then coming back to center, stretch that right leg out, step the left leg across, and let's take a deeper twist. So using the right arm to just act as a lever and extend that twist while at the same time bringing a nice stretch into the glute and the outside of that left leg. One more breath here. And coming back to the center, let both legs come out long, sitting up tall. Allow the body to settle. And once again, crossing the legs. So whatever is your kind of most familiar way to cross your legs, just do the opposite. And let's take a twist now to the right. And again, letting that breath help you. Each breath just deepening the twist. And come back to the center, stretching out that left leg as you step the right leg across. Let's take our twist again, deeper to the right. And releasing it. Once again, coming back to the center, let both legs come out long and allow the body to settle after the twist. And if you're on a block, pop down off it. Let's swing around to the long side of the mat, having those toes pointing upwards towards the ceiling. We're going to take a nice forward fold here. So bend your knees as much as you need to as you come into the forward fold. Try to get that connection with your lower rib cage and your thighs. And then you can begin to open out the legs a little bit more. Each breath just getting you a little closer. One more breath. And then making your way back up to sit in your staff pose again. And let's take a twist to the left, letting the arms, the hands come down onto the mat as we lower the upper body towards the earth, greeting the earth it's called, but we want to still keep that right seat bone connected to the mat. One more breath here. Let's take that to the other side. Nice twist first, then place the arms and lowering down, keeping those seat bones connected. And drawing up. Let's just swing around to open the legs out nice and wide as we get a nice stretch on the inside of the thighs here, and begin to just fold forward, keeping those feet flexed. And again, with the breath helping you here, get to your position. Inhale, feel that length come into the spine. And then as you exhale, just release the fold a little deeper. One more breath here. And coming all the way back up to sit up tall and swing around to your tabletop. And in tabletop, get yourself into the right position. Hips over knees, feet straight out behind you where you can't see them. Those knees hip width apart, opening the hands out nice and wide. Shoulders over wrists, a little softness in the elbows. And let's do a couple of cat-cows here, synchronizing with the breath. So inhaling into your cow and exhaling through to your cat, remembering your core here as you exhale, drawing up the pelvic floor, belly button in and up. And again, into your cow. Exhale through to your cat. 3 more times. And coming back to stillness. Step the right leg out behind you and lift it up to hip height with the toes pointing down. And then stretch the left arm out in front of you, finding that nice balance. Let the core help you. And as we take 3 breaths here. And bringing the hand back and the leg back, let's take that to the other side. So left leg stretches out, lifting up to hip height. And right arm. Keeping that gaze on the mat. Being aware still of your connection with the earth here. And hand down and leg down. And from here, if you're able to sit back onto your heels, do. If that's not available to you, you can be upright. And let's raise the arms up over the head. And then from here, come onto all fours. Curling those toes, we're going to push up into a downward dog. So pushing the hips back to the heels, raise the knees, making your way up. Remember, as you make your way up, you want to push the pelvis back so you get the length in the spine and the arms. Gaze to the belly button, and then you can start to open out the legs. But we want to get the spine right first. And then just gently pedaling your way into your downward dog. Coming to stillness. One more breath. And coming back down onto your knees. Sitting back on your heels. Take a breath here. Raise the arms up. Coming forward to tabletop. And into our downward dog just for one breath. Back down onto the knees, kneeling down for a breath. Raising up the arms. Through to tabletop. And into your downward dog. Back down to kneel. On your next inhale, rising up. And exhale into tabletop. Inhaling into your downward dog. Take another breath here. Once more through the flow, coming down onto your knees, kneeling down. On your next inhale, raising the arms. Exhale through to tabletop. Inhale into downward dog. Exhaling here. One more breath. Remaining in downward dog, with your right hand, just reach it towards your left toe, looking out underneath that left arm. One more breath. And bringing that right hand back. Bring the left hand towards the right leg. Again, looking out under that right armpit. And stepping the hand back. Let's just walk the feet up to meet the hands, bend the knees, and come up to stand at the top of your mat. So as you stand here, of course, again, it's all about grounding. Be really aware of your connection with the ground, your feet, that they're both facing in exactly the same direction, hip width apart, equally taking the load. That weight spread nicely across the ball and heel of your foot. And just press into the earth with your big toe. See what that does to the arch of your foot. It just raises it a little bit, activates it. Turning the palms out. Being very aware of your own alignment, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, standing up nice and tall, finding that length in the spine. One more breath here. And raise the arms up over the head, palms together, raise the gaze, take a breath. Let's run through a sun salute on each side, forward fold. And halfway lift. Nice long spine when you're lifting halfway, and forward fold again. Stepping that right leg back for your low lunge. And through to your plank. Taking 3 breaths here. And coming down either through your knees, chest, belly, or lowering yourself down nice and slowly. As you lower yourself down, keep those elbows in and back, coming all the way down onto the mat. And draw the forehead and chest away. And let's push it up through your tabletop to your downward dog for 3 breaths. Stretching that right leg out behind you. Let's step it through low lunge. And into your forward fold. Bending the knees. Coming all the way up, arms over the head, palms together, raise the gaze. Keeping that connection with the earth, with your feet, being really aware of the feet. And through to your forward fold. Lifting halfway. And again through to your forward fold. Let's step the left leg back, low lunge. And your plank. Planning your descent from here, whichever way you wish. Making your way down onto your mat. And then drawing up into your cobra for your nice back bend. Pushing up through tabletop to your downward dog. Now let's stretch that left leg out behind you and step it through. Hands down to come into your forward fold, correcting those feet. Bending the knees, coming all the way up. Hands over the head, bring them down into prayer at the chest and take a breath. And then from here, let's come long ways onto the mat, opening those legs out about 3 or 4 hip widths apart, as wide as you can get them, toes pointing forward. And we're going to hinge at the hips here and come into a forward fold.
With your hands, draw them behind your back, clasping the fingers, and draw them then away from your back to help you deepen that fold. One more breath here. And releasing the hands, bring them down onto the mat. Bend the knees and heel toe the feet inwards so you're in a forward fold. Bend the knees, come up
To stand and make your way once again to the top of your mat. And from here, raising the arms up over the head. Let's sweep them out to the side. Forward fold.
Stepping that right leg back into a low lunge, but this time we're going to really challenge ourselves. So let that right knee go back as far as it can. So you're getting a really decent stretch into that
Quad. Having this knee over the ankle, lifting up. Raise the arms up. Become very aware of your alignment. Soften the shoulders, arms running past the ears. Let's take 3 breaths here. Keeping that focus on your connection with the earth. Bringing the hands down either side of the foot. We're going to come up into a runner's lunge. So curling the toes of the back foot, raise the knee up. You're up on the tops of your fingers. Keep this knee over the ankle, looking forward. And then from here, just hop that back foot forward a little bit so you can plant it on the earth and lift up. Square the hips along the way. Raise up the arms. Warrior 1. 3 breaths, soften the shoulders. And let's see, can we go for a bind here? So, hinge at the hips. With your left hand, hook it under your left leg. With your right hand, draw it behind your back. If you want, you can get a belt or a strap to help you keep that connection. And let's take 3 breaths here. Releasing the bind, place the hands framing the foot. Let's step that right foot up beside the left. Have the toes together, the heels a little bit apart. Sitting down. So let the pelvis come down, keep the knees behind the toes with the hands. Start to raise them up, keep the legs as they are, raising the torso for your chair pose. One more breath. Draw the right hand into the center of the body and bring the left hand underneath. So we've got our eagle arms, and then just shift the weight into the right foot and cross the left leg over the right. You can do a double cross if you want. One more breath. Letting that left foot come down, unbinding the arms, come into a forward fold. So let's go through that sequence on the other side. Just move the feet apart a little bit so they're hip width apart, and let's step the left leg back. Remember, stepping it back nice and far so you get a decent stretch, and rising up. Settle yourself into the pose. Focus on that connection with the ground. Two more breaths here. And bringing the hands down either side of the foot, curling the toe to lift up into your runner's lunge. Nice strengthening pose for that front leg and stretch for the back leg. One more breath. And then planting that left foot fully on the mat, keeping the bend in this right knee as you rise up. Square the hips. If you feel slightly unbalanced, just step that right foot out to the side a little bit and raise the arms up for your warrior one. And then from here, let's try the bind on this side. So hinging forward with the hips with the right hand, hook it under that right leg with the left hand, bringing it behind your back to clasp the right hand. And again, taking 3 breaths here. Releasing the hands, bringing them down onto the mat. Turn so you're framing this front foot. Step the left foot up beside the right, toes together, heels just a little bit apart. So the outside edge of your foot is in a nice straight line. Sitting down, hips down, knees behind the toes, drawing up the torso and the arms for your chair pose. And then bringing the left hand in to the center of your body with your right hand, wrapping it around, draw the elbows away, shift the weight into the left foot this time and cross the right foot over. One more breath here. Unraveling the legs and the arms
folding forward. Nice forward fold. And make your way down onto your mat, pushing back into a child's pose. Let the body soften here and release. Two more breaths. So we're going to flow through those poses now, just using one breath each time. So up into tabletop and step it up to the top of your mat. Coming up to stand, feet hip width apart. Raise the arms up over the head. Let's sweep them down, forward fold. Stepping the right leg back for your low lunge, rising up. Just take a breath. Through to your runner's lunge, raising that back knee. Stepping the right foot forward a little so you can get it fully on the mat to lift up to your warrior one. Bringing it through to a bind. And then releasing the bind, stepping that right foot up beside the left, toes together, heels apart, lifting into your chair pose. Right hand to the center, wrapping the left arm under, shift the weight into the right leg, lifting the left leg. Stepping it down, releasing the arms, folding forward. From here, just move the feet hip width apart. Left leg back, low lunge. Through to runner's lunge for a breath. And stepping the foot forward to come into your warrior one. Getting your bind here, bringing that right hand through. And releasing the bind, framing the foot, maybe heel toe it in a little bit towards the center. Step the left foot up. Getting the legs into your chair position. Raise the arms. Left hand to the center, right hand under, and cross the right leg over the left. Unwrapping the legs, unwrapping the arms, forward fold. Once more on each side, just step the feet hip width apart. Right leg back, low lunge. Through to runner's lunge. From here to your warrior one. And into the bind. Releasing, stepping the feet up and together for your chair.
right arm in the center, left arm under, left foot over right. Releasing the arms and the legs, forward fold. Last side, heel toe the feet out to hip width apart. Stepping the left leg back, low lunge. Through to runner's lunge. And stepping up to warrior one. Bringing it into a bind. And then stepping the left foot up to meet the right into your chair. Left arm in the center, right arm wraps under. Shift the weight into the left foot, raise the right leg, cross it over. Releasing the arms and the legs, forward fold. Good, and make your way down. Once again, to your child's pose for 3 breaths. And from here, coming up into tabletop, stretching it out into your plank. We're going to come into a side plank, so your choice is to either, well, let's start on the turning onto the right foot. You can either step the left foot into the center and raise the arm up, or for a little bit more of a challenge, keep the left leg extended out, raise the arm up. One more breath. And now with this left leg, just step it across and raise the arms so the body is more looking upwards. Wild child. One more breath here. And let's bring it back to your plank. Taking that to the other side. Let me just swing around. So this time we're coming onto the side of the left foot, and again either step the right foot into the center or keep it out long, raise the arm up. Stepping now this right foot across and draw the arm back. And bringing it back into your plank. Coming down on the knees, pushing back. Two more breaths here. And let's make our way down to lie on the mat. Hugging those knees into the chest. And again, being very aware of your connection with the earth. Let the feet come down onto the mat, and the arms come out into a T, letting those knees fall over to the right and the gaze to the left. And then taking that over to the other side. And bringing those knees back to the center, feet on the mat. And bringing the arms down by your sides. Let your legs come out long. Turn the palms upwards, feet just resting out to the side. And just allow the body now to be held here securely by the earth as you totally relax and let go. Letting go your toes and the soles of your feet. Letting go the tops of your feet, your heels and ankles, your calves and shins. Letting go your knees, front and back, your thighs, front and back. Letting go your glutes and your pelvis, the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. Letting go the front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, backs of your hands, palms of your hands, and your fingers. Letting go the back of your head, crown of your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaw, chin, lips, and tongue. The whole of your body, just let it go. And identify someone or something in your life that you are feeling particularly grateful for today. Allow your heart to fill with gratitude. And let your attention go to your breath as you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. Each breath just helping to deepen that connection with your inner self. And become aware of yourself lying on your mat. As though you're looking down on yourself as you lie on your mat, connected to the earth. And take that view higher, so you're looking down at your house and you on your mat, connected to the earth. And take that view higher, so you're looking down at the area where you live and your house and you on your mat, connected to the earth. And going higher, as though you're looking down from the sky, seeing the world, seeing your neighborhood, your house, and you lying on your mat, connected to the earth.